So in today's lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about your chipping. And from what I've seen so far with your first few warm-up chips, it seems like you're very consistent with them. Maybe have a few inconsistencies, but it seems like from a flat lie, you're doing really well. But it's more of whenever we're on an incline of some sort, whether we're hitting down to a hole, or we're hitting up to a hole, or we may be sitting on the side of a hill or something like that. It seems like you're struggling a little bit with that. So we're going to focus a little bit on that today and being able to be more versatile with your chipping. What that's going to include is really being able to talk about some of the drills that might be included within that. Something that we might also talk about is where your grip is, how to vary your stance, as well as where the ball placement is going to be within your stance. So a lot of the shots that you've taken so far, I've seen a lot of them have been off the back foot. For some of the chip shots that we might end up hitting, we might end up having to put it more on the front foot instead in order to create a ball that gets a little bit higher up in the air, creates a little bit of a softer landing for it instead of being, so directly at it. We're going to have something that's going to be a lot higher, going to land softer, and hopefully will hopefully roll out at a slower pace instead of hitting something that's more of a line drive right at the hole. So focus on that. Plus, we'll cover some of the drills that can help to instill some of that stuff. We might talk a little bit about how to use alignment rods in this upcoming lesson to really hone in and make sure that we're maintaining the shoulders kind of like we are with the putting stroke, because the chipping stroke is very, very similar to the putting stroke. So what we're going to do probably with this lesson is use some alignment rods in order to help us to really get that feel of what it's like to maintain our wrist hinge throughout the entire swing, while also being able to focus on those big macro movements of the shoulders like we did with the putting lessons. So I think that talking about all that stuff, we should be able to get you to be a better chipper. Talking about some of the drills that we can do, which will include not only a wedge, but some putting as well, something that's a little bit of a drill as well as practice, something that you can even do on your own, is really going to help you in order to become a better chipper for this lesson. So Zach, let's get after it, my man.